Crunchy or creamy. Exploring adjectives for food textures in English. Hello, English learners. Today, we're going to talk about a mouth-watering topic: food and drink descriptions. But specifically, we will focus on adjectives for texture. You know, the words we use to describe how our food feels when we touch, bite into, or taste it. These descriptive words can make the difference between a good and a great food description. Ready to explore? Let's get started. When we talk about the texture of food, we are referring to how it feels in our mouths or hands. Adjectives for texture are words that help us describe these feelings. They might refer to a food's hardness, softness, crunchiness, or smoothness. Examples include words like crispy, creamy, gritty, and many more. We'll dive into these shortly. Let's start with some basic texture adjectives. We have words like hard, soft, tough, and tender. If you bite into a fresh apple, you might describe it as hard or crisp. But if you're eating a well-cooked steak, you might say it's tender or soft. Moving on to a different kind of texture, we have words like smooth and rough. A spoonful of yogurt can be described as smooth, while a piece of toast might be rough. There are many other texture adjectives that are fun to explore. If something has a slight resistance followed by a pleasant crunch, we might call it crispy. If you're biting into a juicy pear, you could describe it as juicy. If your coffee has tiny solid particles, you might say it's gritty. Other words include creamy, fluffy, chewy, gooey, and so on. The possibilities are almost endless. Now that we know these adjectives, it's time to put them into practice. When you eat something, try to describe its texture using these adjectives. Is your soup creamy or gritty? Is your bread soft or rough? Is your apple juicy or crisp? This practice will help you become more comfortable with using these adjectives in real life. That's a wrap for our lesson on adjectives for food textures. Remember, these are just some of the words you can use to describe textures. The English language is rich and varied, and there are many more words out there for you to discover. So keep exploring, keep tasting, and keep describing. I hope this video has been helpful and enjoyable. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in our next lesson. Bon appétit and happy learning!